The plate.
Oh. Hello! Are you responding to the screaming from the other room, or from just your internal? It's the internal screaming.
The void. Yeah, today's a void day.
Today's a void day.
Today's a screaming into the void day.
Well, thank you for joining.
No, this is always going to happen.
Okay.
So there's no need to thank.
Okay. Well, still.
I'm not doing you a friend favor. I'm doing my obligation. It's obligatory that I'm here. No. Yeah, that's creepy. I think my brain's gotten yeah, it's gotten to a point where I can only like process one thing at a time, and I think that's like mild burnout is what's happening.
I'm sure. Yeah.
But you can attest to that, right?
Yes.
So also, we're wearing two colors that might go really well on your dudes.
Maybe. I found some other pigments that we
Hi,
can play
Erdinsk. Hi, Melpomeno. Hi, Tiny Chris Games. Also, just gotta say, Tiny Chris Games came into fight for the cavalry before you did on that Twitter post. And
yes, for sure,
fun.
Yeah.
It was real fun.
There's some interesting Twitter bros out there.
Oh, whatever. I think it's very funny. I don't know who said this. It's like Van Jones or something, but it wasn't. But someone like that. Like, it's not, the people aren't getting mad at me directly. They're getting mad at the thing I represent for them. Because, like, if they met me in life, that guy would absolutely know what I meant. And I get that without context or, like, sarcasm, punctuation.
No.
Right? Like,
no, he's just a jerk.
Yes. And I'm triggering him. And it's not me.
He chose to be triggered. He was looking for something to trigger him.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't following you, right?
No.
So he just somehow came across
that post. And someone retweeted it.
Okay.
So like it obviously will expand its reach that way.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give a little bit of empathy to a lot. Like, I get triggered by dumb repubs.
Sure.
And sometimes I'm like, I know the thing to say.
Yeah. And
then I'm like, oh, here comes an SGW. And so it's like, it's like, what makes me any different than that guy in that moment?
I don't know.
Not a lot.
Not a lot. Okay. Yeah.
I think that first sentence is accurate, Chris. That like if him and I were talking in a room, even if he had a question, we wouldn't be fighting about it that way. And he wouldn't tell me to use my brain. He also wouldn't have the BALLS to tell me that too.
Yeah.
Like, I'll punch him in the BALLS if he does that.
Sure.
So my new thing is I'm not going to curse as much, but I'm going to spell it.
Spell it? Okay. That works.
I don't know if that's true, but we'll see what happens.
Okay.
I love you.
So many children.
I love them
so much chaos. So these are some other pigments. Now we do have micas, but I haven't played with micas yet, so I'm not sure exactly how they work. But these are kind of cool, right? This one's called Radioactive. This one is called Brazen Hussy.
What?
That's the color of Brazen Hussy.
Hi, Arsenal. Arsenal also had a good hot take on that one too.
Yes.
Arsenal, you have like this uncanny ability to show up exactly when like the universe calls for you. Like, I don't know if you have 7 channels open at once.
Probably.
But like, just when the world needs Arsenal Roy 2K, he's there. It's very fascinating. Also, Arsenal, I believe, was one of the first people on one of the first viewers on Hyper RPG that made me feel like part of the canon. It was very sweet. Nice. He tipped for Karen from My Glam to come in.
Way back then.
But it was so cool, like, to know that. Oh, speaking of which, Ripley in 2021, we're talking about different ways to bring Twitch programming, and one of those ways includes a glam show. Ooh. But in what form? Stay tuned. Look at how the Panasonic mirror, you can't see it, it's mirroring your pink.
Oh,
for me,
that's cool.
Yeah. You are good at being on time. That means you're in flow, brother. You're like, you're present.
Connected to the universe.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to stop talking.
No. Please talk.
You got an agenda.
Yeah, loose agenda.
Yeah, right.
I will. Did you see Cameron's reaction video yesterday? I feel like we should watch that.
Oh, great. Yeah, put it up on the...
Oh my God, it was so funny.
Oh,
I
Emily, I
can't stop
know.
thinking about it.
Emily, have you watched any of the videos online of it? It's pretty fun.
I haven't seen any of that, actually.
I personally don't know how well improv holds up being recorded from the third row of a camera that's not amazing in a black box.
Sure.
That being said, going back and watching some of the stuff that I was in, so much fun.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'm like, dang, I was so good. And a lot of people still watch the Star Trek SGI, which is interesting. Not SGI, TIG. SGI, Stargate.
I mean, it's all. It's all connected.
There's a lot of views. People love watching that for the canon because there's a lot of canon.
Yeah. Okay, wait. How do I?
So you're gonna have to capture.
Right. So I need a source.
Yep. And you're gonna.
Browser source?
Nope. Window capture.
Okay.
Just do that for now because you're gonna delete it.
And then I want.
There. Firefox. I am Jesus. That. Yep. And then you're gonna edit it down.
Do I do done?
Done. And you can make a full screen if you. You probably can't. Do it and do. Click on it again. Click on that.
On
the YouTube.
Yep.
And then turn it into like large theater mode.
Okay.
And then you can capture it or press pause.
Oh, why did it start? No.
Because you touched it.
Okay. Back here.
Yep. And now you can Alt edit. Have you ever done that?
Nope.
Okay.
We're learning. We're learning things.
That's everything great. Watch. So Alt makes you can just make it like that. You can just get rid of things you don't want of it.
Okay.
Like that. Bye bye.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
You can just. What am I? I'm editing something I didn't mean to edit. What is that?
Oh no, you're on my overlay. Oh, you've destroyed it.
No, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z,
Control
Z, Control Z, Control Z, Control Z. Got it.
But I could have just right-clicked and resized it.
Okay.
Okay.
Go to that. Okay.
And you're alt-in
this. Look at that. Fun.
Very fun.
And then that. And then that. And now you can resize it based on your needs. If only everything was like that.
Right.
Wait, you want to cover our face, or do you not want to have a reaction? You want to have a reaction to the reaction.
All right. So what?
Just make it a little bit smaller.
Okay.
Yep, perfect. Make it a little bit smaller. We're gonna get the gist of it. Oh, and what you'll do is you'll press play, and they'll just watch us watch it, and we'll watch it on the bigger screen.
Will they be able to hear it?
They should be able to if you are capturing your desktop audio. Oh no, you turn on the desktop audio. That should work then.
Should.
It should. Transition.
Okay, it's working.
No, I'm not sassy.
Okay. Do we think everything's working?
It is.
Okay.
We'll know shortly. Hit play.
Okay, so this was Cameron Rice. He was streaming, playing a video game, and somebody suggested something to him while he was playing. And this is so funny. I love it.
Laureate, hello!
How are you?
I'm taking these crackers. Did I see the I Am Jesus Christ trailer? No, I did not. Should I?
So small. Should I?
Like, are you basically? Are you like? Is it funny? Like, is it like a so bad it's good? Yeah, like, is it a serious movie or a Kirk Cameron film? Like, what are we talking about here?
This is great. Already, it's great.
Yeah.
It's a video game?
Oh God, I've seen this video.
There's a video game? Hold on.
I've seen this trailer.
I gotta Google this.
I've seen this trailer before. Oh, he forwarded it. Oh, that's funny. That's really funny. You could do this
already.
In your live
already
videos.
off the bat. Here we go. So
oh
this is.
gosh.
I know the phone ringing. I know. Telephone. Let's see what this is. Oh my God. This is a video game official announcement trailer.
Yeah.
Let me know if it's too loud, or if y'all can hear it.
Oh my goodness gracious.
He's walking on that water, baby!
The pictures are the best.
Like, it's scrapbook.
They're actually doing it! Oh no! I was wondering! Oh no!
I have not seen this.
Available on Steam! Is it out now?
Yeah,
Oh no! His heart rate went up. Hold on. I gotta see if this is available now. Oh, I'm crying. Crucifixion. Oh.
It got green lighted. People got paid.
Oh man.
Wow. That is so good. That is so good.
And I told Cameron, I said that's the best YouTube reaction video. All the other YouTubers go home. It's done.
That's
so
very,
funny.
very sweet. Yeah, that needs about 10,000 views right now. Are you crying? You think it's that funny?
I did. Again, it's the combination of the actual content and
Cameron's reaction. I mean,
to it.
Cameron
It's just so good.
brings one of a kind sarcasm and sass to things.
And just the genuine when he just starts laughing, and it's just obviously it's genuine. He had no idea what he was about to see.
Oh my goodness!
I love that. Yeah, I don't know, and yeah, apologies if it is sacrilegious somehow, but it's just ridiculous.
It shouldn't be. You can laugh at that crap.
I mean, I would hope so.
What are you supposed to do?
Because it's ridiculous.
You know that there's like a contingency too, where it's like we're gonna get views because people are gonna think it's funny. Like,
Yeah, sure.
actually, Eliza Pearl was in a movie called Faith Based because these two guys were having a hard time making films, and they're like, "Oh, let's make a faith based film because you can get funding that way."
Yeah,
and then they
lots
realized,
of money for
let's
that.
make a film about making a film that's faith based.
Wow, it's like Inception.
A little bit.
It's complicated.
Jason Alexander didn't think so.
He didn't think
He's in it.
Oh, he's in it. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well, thanks.
Well, thank you so much for having me over.
Yes. Speaking of silly things, maybe not quite as funny, but do you know the character known as James Workshop?
No.
You want to explain Glam while I...
We don't need to do that right now. But
I mean, you can while I bring this up real
well, I
quick.
don't know what the specific question is. It looks like Emily's doing a good job of continuity. Perhaps Tiny Chris asked it earlier, but I don't see the exact question.
Okay.
Open world game. You run around with Jesus doing flips. Oh God.
So
Do we like this guy?
So this is an official Games Workshop
Oh, it's a
promotional
joke.
thing. It's...
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm attempting to share the video. Not well. But
Okay,
I'm
go back.
attempting.
Go back to the video. Video.
I know, I gotta add a new one. I deleted it already.
Jeez.
I eliminated it.
Who
Window
can say where the road goes? They were just asking what it was. Okay, so based on both the actual Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling 80s show and the Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling TV show on Netflix, we built the Gorgeous Ladies of Arm matches. So we have matches on stage with our static characters, not dissimilar from Heartbeats. And we all have a heel and a hero, and everyone gets to vote which one's gonna fight each week. And then we have like the behind the scenes stories of these chicks in the 80s. She's dumb. I still need to make that sound bite of it.
Yes.
So you can go on the Ripley Improv website if you're interested in clicking through one of our live shows. My character is Karen Foreman, and she's the worst. I cornered the market of bad Karens before other people did.
Yeah. Best worst.
Best worst. No, best worst.
Yeah,
Best worst.
Best worst.
She really brought out the she's actually chaotic evil for sure, but she brought that out of me. I got to it was a good exercising demons.
Right, to get it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely a Karen. Okay, so this is James Workshop. Put on by Games Workshop. You ready for this?
You have the best partner around.
You got that?
I got yes.
Okay. Does she know that you did that?
Yeah, why we were.
The color red is actually a mixture of 3 colors, and I was missing a color. I was like,
oh, just now?
Okay.
I literally
that's
just
the
okay.
third color.
Okay.
I know, so it was missing.
You mean the hussy color?
Yeah,
Brazen hussy. Oh, I
Hussy.
didn't see this one.
I've seen
Now,
other
are these all
ones.
pigments?
Yeah, those are all pigments.
Oh my gosh, Emily, that is so nice. The person that's talking to us off screen actually is a big fan of Encounter. So, it's so cool to know that you're watching them on YouTube. Like I said, it's not for everyone to watch live YouTube improv on YouTube, or at least maybe that's
some of it. I think some of it translates better than others. Maybe. I think Encounter probably works great.
It can. It all depends on. I'm a perfectionist, so I tend to put standards on it that don't exist. However, I was all last night. Oh, I've got an idea now, and I don't have the bandwidth. Have you seen I don't want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. So there's these people who do these not parody musicals, but they write all the musicals and stuff like that. And I was watching like the highlight reels of all of their videos, and they're all live. I mean, the production quality is fantastic. Star Kids, yes. And now I'm a huge fan, and it's all live.
Okay.
Again, our camera isn't like a digital camera or what. Anyway, is that a paintbrush or a craft knife in your head? All of it. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't want to do the work today. Uh-oh. Okay.
All right, you ready for the glory that is James Workshop?
Yeah.
So James pops up every so often during the year to let you know when there's important things happening.
Is his real last name Workshop?
I know.
My name is Jessica Warhammer.
Oh, hello. I did not see you there. I was too busy being dazzled by the finest, most highest quality Warhammer goods available right now for you to purchase this Christmas. Boomdakka Snazzwagon? Check. Stomper, we like your style. 100 identical pots of Screamer Pink? Wait, we've done this. If you're the kind of shopper who likes to mask up, hit the town, and load up on gore, just Warhammer goods in person, then fear not. Warhammer stores are open, and we've made them safer than an Iron Warrior's lunchbox, so you can pop in, peruse, and purchase your Warhammer goodies. But if you're like me and would rather organize your Christmas from the comfort and luxury of an antique and incredibly expensive chaise longue, then we've got you covered.
Looks like Larry's
Our
husband.
web store is just like
Not
a real
really,
store.
but like the acting is actually the same shit.
But be sure to order quickly, so little Timmy doesn't just get empty promises this Christmas. You wouldn't want to do that to poor, sweet Timmy, would you? And if you're undecided which masterfully crafted item of Warhammer to give to your loved ones this Christmas, or you've simply left it too late to organize your gift giving, then why not give them a tiny, digitally rendered slice of Warhammer instead? Our virtual gift vouchers have almost none of the visual or real Warhammer inspires. What they do have is the ability to turn your indecision and poor planning into the perfect Warhammer gift.
Really?
Your loved one can then spend many happy hours browsing the finest Warhammer the internet has to offer.
I realize I need to do red.
Snazzwagon.
Look at that, my Boomdakka Snazzwagon.
And just like that, Christmas is saved. So whether you're shopping in-store, online, or giving gift vouchers this holiday season, remember, Warhammer will always be here for you. So what are you waiting for? Arm your heroes this Christmas.
Wow.
I felt like it was important to share the gift that is James' workshop with everyone.
I really think he's wonderful.
It's pretty great.
So what's really funny to me, maybe not to everybody else, Laurie Jones, who's the creator of Glam, Small World. Her husband is named Paul. He plays Chris Galloway.
Right. Yeah.
And when he does auditions, he does this. Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
As you should.
Well, and that's exactly what that just got. And they're both blonde Viking-esque men. It's very, very good. So I'm endeared already. Hello, Walder.
Welcome,
Hello.
everyone.
Now I need to do red.
There's still plenty of places you could put red.
Well, no, you know what though?
What?
If I change it to red to reflect better then I could put the copper elsewhere.
True.
And feel better about it. I don't know. This one looks real cool.
It's looking great, yeah.
But then, like, so if I were to put the red on the actual, like, metal plating things, then I could put the copper on the inside because I've been struggling with, like, what to do with those things.
Sure, yeah.
I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today.
Jane's workshop would be good too.
Why isn't it me? Do you know what I mean?
You should.
I need to be like a really abrasive, like dominatrix. like I have like 10-inch heels and I step on balls, and like people love it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have any women in this?
Step on their models.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on.
Do they still do the
models?
smush? I mean, we could come up with stuff.
Oh my god! Can we just do that?
And make a whole YouTube channel of it?
Where I just break models?
In super high heels.
We'll buy everyone's fucking trash.
Oh, just go on eBay and just buy whatever garbage.
And we'll be millionaires.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding.
No, I think you're right. I think that.
Oh my god!
And call it Jane's workshop.
Yeah, sure.
Or something. We can workshop that.
Oh my god. If you guys give us money now, you'll be producers. Also, we don't have enough subs for this channel right now. You are like criminally low on subscriptions.
It comes and goes. It's a weird thing.
Just say you're criminally low. Oh, also, who flies cathedrals in Warhammer?
Who flies?
Yeah, who has like a cathedral-esque
Oh, there are
ship?
a lot. There's the Sisters of Battle have like cathedral tanks.
Yeah. So, because my friend D Money, who's going to be Derek, who I've said in real life, you guys have to meet this group.
Right. Yes.
He knows about Warhammer enough to have been like, it's such a satirical thing. And I was like, I don't know, Scott wants to hear that. But he's like, come on, Grimdark Dawn is like a little on the campier side of actual, like, rooted in seriousness. Like,
right.
people, hold on. I'm doing a bad job. Hold on. Oh, snap. Thank you, Squirrely.
Thank you.
If we do get 14 more subscriptions before this day is over, you're gonna have to give away something.
Okay, no,
Even if it's a $5 gift certificate to Warhammer.
No, it'll be a lot more than that.
Well, it needs to be worthwhile
cool
of the subscriptions.
Right, I know, that's what I'm saying. I've got cool stuff to give away.
We just don't spend all the money you would make on the subscriptions. That's the thing. That's what I'm trying to say.
Sure, but if I
don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. I don't really want to do the work today. So
so D Money,
who's going to be DMing our D&D.
Thank you so much for the subscription.
I
appreciate that.
I don't really want to do that work. Okay, so someone I think it was Eridansk or maybe Zardoz asked what the tone of the show is going to be, and Derek and I have similar improv philosophies where if you commit to whatever the reality of the situation is hard, you'll find the humor in that. And similar to, he like brought Warhammer and the Grimdark Dawn as an example of committing.
Interesting.
Hard.
Sure.
Yeah, I think you would need to rewatch it for better context. But then he was like, think about it. The Space Marines are cathedrals flying through the world. And I was like, no, they don't. But do they?
Yeah, the spaceships that they use are they're very like gloriously gothic. And yes, some of them do actually have that kind of structure.
Because I was thinking about the tanks that don't look.
Sure, right, yeah. The Space Marine stuff is always really blunt and blocky.
But then where's the
traditionally.
cathedral? How does the cathedral play into
So
that?
they're... Well, let's take a look, shall we?
I swear to God.
Marine, yes.
An hour before we do these shows, I need to step on toys.
Mm-hmm.
You know that people are going to hate me. It's fantastic.
And love you.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
It's so good.
So they're the spaceships are ridiculously over-engineered and overwrought with all of this
Oh, wow.
stuff. And like some of them literally have like cathedral buildings on it.
Oh,
So yeah,
okay.
that is definitely
that's a Templar.
definitely a thing. And then the Imperial Fists, who I really like, and at times I've played Imperial Fists for a while. They don't have like a home planet that they're from. They have a star fortress called oh my god, why is the name escaping me right now?
Because you're the worst.
I just have too many things bouncing around in my head all the time.
I think it's just like the time of year.
Phalanx. Thank you, Zardos. Phalanx. So they have this gigantic spaceship that is essentially a flying church city in space.
Wow. I mean,
And
that
yes, it very
stands to
much
reason,
looks
though,
like-
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cool, Justin.
And yes, there are titans, and sometimes the titans look like walking churches. There's an old, very old Warhammer meme that's like everything's fine until the church starts walking and shooting at you or something,
goodness
something like that.
gracious.
There's all jokes about
That's
those
fun.
things.
Is it funny, though?
It's it's Warhammer tier humor. I did want to say, speaking of the Secret Santa, so yes, I'm wearing one of my Secret Santa gifts. This is an official Emperor's Children Games Workshop shirt from the UK, which I opened on stream yesterday and then washed it. So now I'm wearing it. Yeah.
Wow. It's so cool. It's like it's a Scott shirt.
Mm-hmm. It is. It is 100%.
It's a 100% Scott shirt.
It is,
To the
yes,
point where I
and it's
thought
pink.
you had that shirt.
No, yeah, it's new. And then I opened on stream yesterday. I know Emperor's Children get more stuff than Night Lords will come back. You got some new 30K models at least. And then my Secret Santa from are you out of the good stuff? Mm-hmm. Sorry. And Chris left. So
No, it's not a problem. Too much already. I slept for 10 hours last night. and yet I'm still tired.
Sure, hey, look, it adds up. Yeah, so I do a Secret Santa with a HeroClix forum that I'm on.
Oh, yes.
And
someone is the recipient of, like, Beyond.
Right, I sent a bunch of stuff. And I opened up that on stream yesterday, too. And that one, so not only did I get
so much cooler than the shirt.
No. So, but not only did I get some cool HeroClix, but the person actually sent me some Warhammer models, because I wrote that I'm into Warhammer a little bit more than HeroClix these days. So these are the easy to build intercessors, 2 of the same sprue, so 3 people each. But this is especially cool because one of the interesting things that happens with Warhammer is they come out especially when a new edition comes out, they come out with this big old box of models, right? And you get the new rule book and other stuff. But typically the models in there they're called monopose. So you stick them together. You don't have options for like posing them or different weapons.
Okay.
It's just the way they are. But then later they'll come out with those same units in a box by itself, and you'll have tons of options as far as posing them, different weapons
So why
they can
would you
have.
want to build it until that comes out?
Well, a couple reasons. Number one, to have it right away. Number two, because sometimes those individual kits don't come out till like years later. What do you need?
I need a paper towel.
And then also, you get a better deal buying it in one of those big boxes.
Got it.
So these I'm going to convert these, and I will be able to use these as basically sergeants for this squad. I'm going to give them thunder hammers and power fists. What did I just touch that was still
That it was on there. It could be just.
wow, but it's still that.
It's just the powder.
I guess so. That's crazy. Well, watch out on your stuff.
I don't really want to do that work today.
But yeah, so these are really cool because I will convert these, and they'll be relatively easy.
I'm so
to do.
happy for you.
Yeah, I'm happy.
What a nice You know what, Scott?
Yes.
As we near the end of this year, what's this thing to Superman?
Yeah, don't eat my Superman. It's a Superman action figure in HeroClix.
Oh my God! It's an actual
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
So there's a character named Toyman, and he comes. Well, you have to collect a bunch of these little toys, and then you can attach, and you can use them together, or you can just play them separately. So I have a whole bunch of these, because of course I do.
See, Arsenal Roy, good typing.
And then speaking of Superman, the big thing that I got was look at that Superman. Isn't that crazy?
He's holding kryptonite. Poor guy.
No. Don't eat my hair. So yeah, that's the Chase Superman, God of Strength.
Interesting. Is he a good guy?
Not completely.
Why not?
Because he was on Apocalypse, where Darkseid is from, and he was losing his power, and he jumped into a fire pit because it had solar-based energy, but it empowered him in a not nice way.
No.
And actually, the art is really cool because it's almost like negative because he's mostly
Arsenal. Let's do it.
But no, now what are you doing?
He wants me to step on his old hero class. I just want to do this now. I just there's a whole new side of me getting awakened.
Hey, what are the Oh yeah, it's much coming off.
We had it's
but
not
it was
that
from
bad
Monday.
though. We had
it's very.
We had a tipper. Oh, no one will ever know. That's the thing with girls and nails.
Okay.
I have to tell people this all the time. No one ever sees it. They just see how cool your nails look.
Okay.
So like as far as the chipping,
yeah,
they'll never notice.
Okay, that's good to know.
So you just be like, oh my God, look at my cool nails. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Just the one hand.
It's actually kind of cooler with just one hand.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
It took me a while to get used. I still just I'll find myself just.
Are you a tactile finger?
No, feeling the texture of the nails.
Are you a tactile human?
I think so. Aren't we all?
No. Some of us prefer tactile versus soothing sounds.
Yeah, no, I'm more tactile. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so what's the news of Warhammer this week?
What's the news? The news are FAQs, because that always happens every time new stuff comes out. Yes, and erratas, because the week later they're like, well, we didn't really mean for that to be as powerful as it turned out. It's kind of it's interesting because they've been doing this for a while, releasing the books very quickly and then coming out with the FAQs shortly thereafter.
Is it because they want to see what people have questions after,
It's probably partly that. I don't know. There are various philosophies about how they keep up with such an incredible pace of releases, and could they possibly playtest stuff enough, or do they purposefully send things out into the world that they're not 100% sure of, and then people will discover. But it is interesting though that
okay, gassy boy today.
I don't know what I drank before starting. But what's interesting is that in COVID times, they're still releasing the FAQs as rapidly as they were before.
Okay, so that would suggest it's not based off of people who have gotten to play it really quickly.
Right.
I got it.
Yeah.
I understood.
So whether they write the book. Because obviously, to have a book printed and shipped around the world, they have to have, prepared it a while back. So are they still playtesting things in-house after they've written the book and sent it to the printers, knowing that they're going to release errata and FAQs shortly thereafter? I don't know.
Yeah, because it would stand to reason. You know what? I think they're just piecemealing content.
Or that.
Which is really smart.
So, the latest ones. So there were basically four things that just came out in the FAQs. So Space Wolves have access to a lot of Space Marine stuff, but not everything. Okay. And some they have their own version of stuff.
Okay.
So one of the things they don't have, they have access to some of the lieutenants. Lieutenants are new in Space Marines.
Was that a knock?
Or was that you?
No.
Okay, I don't know. You don't have to. It might just be a package being dropped off.
Yeah, there's some. It was a little disconcerting.
I'm sorry.
No, I will fight.
There's no reason to fight.
No, well, you know how some people like freeze.
Yeah.
and
Oh,
then
like fight or flight.
Yeah, I will
or
go
freeze.
towards the problem usually.
Okay. It's good to know. Yeah. So basically, the FAQ allowed that there are some Space Wolf units that now count. Oh, it was melting me now. There's some Space Wolf units that count as lieutenants.
Okay.
And then there's a rule that if you play a lieutenant, you can play two, kind of, and then they don't take up 2 slots in your army. You have to pay for both of them, but so they just retroactively applied that to the Space Wolf units that count as lieutenants. So it just gives Space Wolves a little bit more as far as options. And then there's some of the Space Wolves, they ride on actual wolves. I don't know if you've seen those units before. They have giant wolves, which are kind of fun. And some of them are
very condescending.
Some of them are cyborg wolves.
Wow.
And they have all sorts of cool attacks. And they just
So they're stealing it from Zelda.
the Zelda.
I mean, there's a whole. The Twilight Princess is a wolf.
Oh, okay.
Well, the Twilight Princess isn't a wolf, but there's a wolf in the Twilight Princess, so you know.
Okay. Cool.
Is it
I don't know. I played the first Zelda game.
ever?
Way, yes. Because I'm old, yeah. And that was it. I don't...
Your dog, I heard you like the wolves.
Yeah. But there are no wolves on Fenris.
Oh,
That's what they say.
why?
It's a whole thing.
Okay.
I couldn't even begin to explain.
Okay. Do I like what I'm doing here?
I don't know, do you?
I don't know. It's too late.
I think it looks cool. I like that it's streaky.
You do?
I do. Because it's orcs. And then you could go in and you could edge highlight it with something crazier.
Got it. Yeah.
Or, paint over it.
Yeah, no, I hear.
And then Deathwatch. Which Deathwatch is... I can see from here I have Deathwatch things to build. So we talked about that before. Do you remember? Deathwatch are like the best of the best of the best of Space Marines.
Yes.
They pull unique people from different chapters and they make kill teams to go and fight aliens.
Right.
Usually. So that they got their own specific supplement recently, and they got an FAQ, which makes it easier to understand how to. Thank you so much for the resubscription.
7 months.
7 months. I know. I've got a couple people at 9 months. I think.
How's that possible?
Bonkers. Absolutely.
Bazonkers.
Yeah.
Binkers.
So they made it a little bit easier to understand. Oh, show the people. A little bit easier to understand how to put together the kill teams for Deathwatch, which is good. And then lots of little changes. And so what that tells us, they didn't do a really good job proofreading. Because if you go through the FAQ for Deathwatch, it's like stuff on every other page. They're fixing like little tiny things.
Ooh.
That's not great.
Is that just
Not great.
you that notices that?
Well, I didn't know. I mean, it's definitely a different kind of eye to go through these endless data sheets and look for all that stuff than it is to read through text, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, they still should do a good job.
But are they fixing typos or is it like
in some
numbers?
cases, it's straight up fixing typos.
Well, like, and who noticed that? Is that like on a forum or did you?
I'm sure there are. I don't typically.
How did
visit
you know that
those.
they fixed the typos?
Oh no, just looking at the FAQ and then looking
You
back
noticed
at
it.
Well, no, I see they just list out the fixes.
Understood. That
And then
was
if
my
you
question.
have the book.
That was my question.
Yeah. No, you'd have to have the book and the FAQ and compare.
But they told you, like, we fixed this typo in this book.
Well, all they said is, in this section, in this unit, add this line. Or change this to this.
Got it.
So they don't go into detail.
Got it.
But it's like, okay, you just kind of fucked that up the first time. See you, Aaron. Ooh.
Bye, Erdens. Bye, Erdens.
Yeah. I'll hold it back. Yeah, the Deathwatch fans. And lots of... Yeah, exactly, Zardoz. On page X, delete the sentence after the third period. It never happened. It was never there.
It's very Orwellian.
Yeah. And then there were some interesting point changes too, which are always cool.
That's interesting.
Yeah. And again, that seems more of just playtesting information. Like, oh, these people are more powerful than we thought they were. And some of them are straight up typos. So there's a kill team. So Deathwatch is made up of kill teams typically, and it's just a group of Marines that go out and fight, and you can usually in an army, if you're playing a unit of Marines that look like these guys, these are intercessors, the whole unit is going to look like this. They're all going to be intercessors. They're all going to be one type. But in Kill Team, you can have a unit that's a standard little dude and a bike and a Terminator and a guy with a jetpack all in one unit, which is crazy.
Because it's an assemblance.
Exactly. So anyway, there's a specific, from the lore, it's called Kill Team Cassius. So and it's 9 models, and they have a whole bunch of different weapons. They're really cool. And in the codex that they released, the codex supplement, it was only 3 power level. And 3 power level is like
crazy because of how much is there.
It's like one little something. So like it was supposed to be 13, not 3.
Are you kidding? That's a huge error.
Yeah.
Yeah, like where's your proofreader? Give me the job. I'm not even that good of a proofreader. Do you hydrate?
I did, yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Pandar.
So that one was definitely just straight up a typo. And then for Forge World. So Forge World is the resin expensive branch of Games Workshop. I should say more expensive because Games Workshop models are not exactly cheap.
They're not cheap, but relative.
Yeah. So for Forge World, there's an overall book, the Imperial Armor book, that gives you the rules for every single currently available Forge World model that you can play. Mm-hmm. So you need this book no matter what army you're playing if you're playing anything from Forge World.
Whoa.
And we just got a bunch of fixes for that one.
Do you play Forge World?
I have a few Forge World models, yeah.
Is it better? Are they cooler?
In some cases. Not always. In some cases, it's just like, oh, this is a cool model. I'm just going to swap it in for something regular anyway.
Because, like, you can play the game, but what would you say you prefer? The model building over it all? Or the lore? Or the gaming?
Gaming is definitely on the lower end of what I enjoy.
Right. That's kind of what I assumed.
Yeah, I do very much like building models. I like painting, but I have a lot of hang-ups about painting.
I'd use the restroom.
Okay. Feel free.
Even if I didn't.
Yeah, and some people, like, if you want to play one Forge World model, you still need to buy that whole book. Again, you have to is relatively speaking. But oh, okay. Thankfully, we have more. There was a note in the bathroom. But yeah, there were, like I said, lots of minor changes, typo fixes, missing keywords that are kind of important to be able to put your armies together. One thing that I was very excited about, I don't know that I'll ever play it, but one of the Forge World models that I do have are these itty bitty tanks. They're like drone tanks. They're called Cyclops Demolition Vehicles. Now, these are not Space Marine units. They're not Chaos Space Marine units. They're just Astra Militarum units. So I would have to have a mixed army and not Grot tanks. So like I said, I don't know if I'll ever actually play them, but I just love the idea. They're itty bitty mini tanks, and they're drones. There's nobody inside, and they drive around, and then they get next to something, and then they just explode. And they could take out something much, much bigger than they are. But they got an additional rule in the FAQ that they can shoot, because their exploding counts as a shooting attack. It's weird. But now they can shoot at something that's right next to them in engagement area, engagement range, which is great. It's a great rule. So one day I'll figure out how to incorporate them into my army, because I do not have a desire to play a full Astra Militarum army, but I just really love those little tiny tanks. They added new wording so that Death Guard and Thousand Suns can play a bunch of the Forge World stuff that before they couldn't, according to the rules. Was everything okay in that one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Sometimes there are strange things in the sinks and stuff.
I don't care.
And they just left out an entire unit that they added into the FAQ. So yeah, so that one was kind of a big one. The big updates. And then for all of the models that have ever been made that they no longer really want to support and haven't been made for a while, all of those things get shuffled off into a place called Legends. Warhammer Legends. So these live online. There's a document you can download. It's a PDF. And it just, like I said, it just has all of these units that are long. Most of them are long out of print. Some of them were like one-off models they made years ago. And they do have rules. And the promise is that they will never update them. But sometimes they kind of do, and they add new ones. So they did add some more Forge World content and clarifications to the Legends document.
Yeah, so like not high on the priority list.
Exactly.
But
and when a new edition comes out, if it changes enough of the core rules, like they'll still have to update it then.
Right. Well, because it's also like you can't imagine like how many people are just so sensitive about this game.
Yes.
And like
and are playing models that they bought literally 30 years ago.
Right.
As Zardoz is talking about. And I was very close to buying a Kestis Assault Ram from someone. And then it got put into Legends. So I was like, oh, no need to buy that now. Yeah. So there's.
Well, you do need to buy it so I can step on it.
Oof, that's an expensive model for you to step on.
Exactly.
Oh, okay, sure.
Someone got famous or a lot of views from just like ripping up a Yeezy shoe.
I can see that. Pandar says, "Who was even alive 30 years ago?"
Not Chicky.
Not Chicky, no. Oh, excuse me. What did I?
I'm not really quite sure.
How much money to get Jess to punt a Titan?
I mean, so you have to charge for the amount of the Titan.
Yeah.
And then it does need to be like
built and painted.
Or purchased it.
Well, or sure, yeah.
So like, yeah, built, painted. So like that's the series, right? It's like we build it at the beginning of the week, we paint it.
Okay.
And then we crush it by Friday.
That is quite the timetable.
Well, or if it's a big thing like that, then that's like $2,000. If it takes a month to do all that,
yeah,
that's a paycheck. How much does a Titan cost?
It depends on the size. The biggest one is $1,500.
Okay, so at the very least, we pay $1,500 to get a Titan.
Sure.
We don't pay that. We have to. We can't do this until videos start.
Right.
Accruing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then about $1,000 to make it.
Right. Okay. I guarantee you that there are people out there who would send you their meticulously built and crafted things just to watch you destroy them.
Okay. Who wants to help co-produce? We're taking applications right now to help co-produce, field people who want to help and help look for this. Like create the social media for us, do all the work. No, but we need help.
Yeah,
we'll do this, but we need help.
Yeah, there's going to be production elements. Excuse me.
But if it makes us money, oh my god, it's so smart.
Arsenal Roy, you are very correct. All those pennies on the dollar Death Guard armies.
If my foot gets impaled on something sharp, all the better. But I'll be wearing like dominatrix boots, so it's very unlikely. Although, is it only good if my feet are bare? Yeah.
Well, I think both are good. I think I would think for people. It's not my kink, but
as you're like zooming in.
I mean, somebody's got to do the camera work.
Oh, so if we're gonna do it, we have to get the Sony A6 300. Like we can only have a good camera for it. We can't use any of the. This one's okay.
That's actually it. Yeah.
This one's okay.
I'm not using it to its full potential.
Understood. So give it to me.
Okay.
Thin sheets of metal. Yeah.
Yeah, when we couldn't do it on Twitch, obviously. This would be a YouTube.
Yes, we can.
Are you sure? Can you?
Look up Twitch. TOS. You can show feet on Twitch now.
All right.
We could do it's a video thing, but you could do it on Twitch.
Okay.
No,
I thought you were going to show your feet. You were just talking about showing feet. No. I don't know. Okay. But I absolutely think this is an idea that could have
We just got a
It could go the
download from
distance.
the universe. This is really exciting. I'm very
As long as
excited.
it's 100% not going to be sexual.
0%. Because it's me.
0%. No, there's no chance. What, feet? Close up.
And you know what?
Close-ups of feet.
And when people can tell me what to
No.
say, like,
No.
I hate your army. You know, your daddy didn't love you. This you play with toys, you little bitch. You know,
Yep.
it's really great. This is.
I mean,
there's a whole world.
for sure. It's the sky's the limit.
This is the only.
slow. Oh, lots of slow motion. Lots of slow motion.
You guys. This is about as good as close to cam girl as I'll get, and it's worth every penny. Oh my god, I'm so excited. we need a co-producer though. We need like someone who's like a showrunner. Please help us.
Yeah, I mean, the
Preferably
ideas
we'll
are
take
just...
exchange for feet pics.
Wait.
Alexa, how do I delete someone else's Twitch account? No, we'll just create a
Yeah,
we'll be VTubers, but for feet.
Wow. So speaking of crazy things you can do with models,
Oh, jeez.
I've mentioned this before, but I want to talk about armies on parade. Okay, how do I do this? I want to do a window capture, add a source. Now, when we talk about people doing crazy, amazing things with their models,